friends. How are you doing? Happy stream day. Look at this. Look at this chat. The chat's on the screen. Today, oh my goodness. Hello. Hey, Mac. Hey, Claire. Hope y'all are having a good day. Oh, man. I'm trying to up my streaming game, adding all these different things, and you'll never guess what happened. Yesterday, I hit 50 subscribers. So all of a sudden, it's a whole new world in Twitch affiliate land. My goodness, I was just ecstatic. So thank you for making that happen. Oh my goodness, Mac, is it Mother's Day where you are? We don't have Mother's Day for a few more months here. Pizza sounds yummy. Yes. Oh my gosh, in all honesty, M. Peebles. I wouldn't have been Omega without M. Peebles. He gave me many a shout out. Look, I can do shout outs now too. You ready? I'm doing all this research now on how, well, maybe I can do shout outs. Maybe I didn't do it right. I thought I added it. I'm ecstatic for us to do the next room in Dice in the Darkness today. In the UK is Mother's Day. Well, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there in the UK. Very cool, very cool. Ours is usually in May here in the US. Yes, so we are playing another room here in Dice in the Darkness. Let me do this. You want to snag a character. You also want to, I think it's game. Yes, here we go. For this week's room, here's that. And I'm going to explain the rules so you don't really need it, but I'll add it there anyways. It's happening. I really like this week's room. It's very different compared to the other rooms. Hey, very good, Mac. That's great. I added alerts also, so hopefully those work as we play. And some other surprises. But I do need some input from you all this week. For what? I get to add 3 emotes, emoticons, emotes, yes. And they, I need to decide what 3 they should be. I have an idea. Oh my gosh, it's working. Look, and Peebles. Oh, yeah, buddy. Thank you. How cool is that? Hey, you are right on time. Mac, what did your score end up being for it? Maybe I did it wrong. Nope. For some reason, the shout out, it worked earlier today. I'll have to figure out what it is. Hey, Polly people, welcome. So glad you're here. So I don't know how to maybe do like a poll, but one idea I have, 34, that's great. Bubble Jeeple. Hello, hello. I hope you have a good grocery store run. Very good. Stay safe out there. A little out of it today. Oh man, Sunday. Sundays are good for that though. I've added some lighting back here. There's a nice pink glow coming from behind me. I think it's the pink stream. Oh man. Look at all these fun new things. I'm learning so much about Twitch. Oh wow. Look at this. It's happening. It's happening. I've got some fun surprises for us too. I was working on room 3 yesterday afternoon. That's right. I'm so excited you can see the chat. That's so great. Oh my goodness. There's JoJo. Hello, good evening. Look at this crew gathering. Listen, we'll get going here for the room. We'll start it in about 10 minutes. So we'll give just folks a little bit of time to gather. This room, it plays really fast. Thank you. 50 followers. My brother-in-law was the 50th follower, and he texted me last night, and I was like, so excited. And now I'm trying to learn all the things. I haven't really had a chance. I was working this morning, but I haven't had a chance to delve too deep into all the details. So here's what I'm thinking. I would love your input. I get to do 3 emotes. And I was thinking for the emotes, I should do the 3 Dice in the Darkness characters. The Rogue, the Warrior, and the Wizard. They would be kind of cute. They would fit. I've got them made already. So I could do that. I don't know if there would be something more fun than that. But I guess you unlock, as you go along, you unlock 2 more emotes. So potentially could do 2 silly emotes as they progress. I do think it's a blast that we get to do this, though. I'm coming from a puppy class, our puppy Lily that we got a few weeks ago. We're going to a puppy class. Everyone's like masked and social distanced and in this big room. And sweet Lily, she's learning. We're learning. It's training the humans. Hey, yeah, I could do that. That's good. I could do the little beluga holding the heart. Thank you, Bubble Jeeple. Congratulations! That's awesome. Yeah. What are you feeling for your emotes? All the eeples. That's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking a Dice in the Darkness character. I was thinking maybe a superhero with 100 holding 100 plus on it, you know, getting a part of the 100 plus club, the high score club. I don't know. Something fun. Look at this crew. I like that. Do one with a tux. Captain 100. Captain High Score. I feel like I do lean into that a bit with, I really like to try to get a high score, like personal bests. My dad would always do that, like your PR, your personal record, you know? So it's fun to think about, what would be my personal record? We have a community goal today, and I'm feeling out how to do this for our Dice in the Darkness for community goals. But if I can get a feel for how many people are joining in, then we can set what that community goal should be. I had it set for like 30 for a collecting a certain thing in this next room. But if you don't have enough players, it actually can be impossible to do that in some rooms, or it's just not very fun. I want it to be something that's attainable, that we can like work towards as a group. I also want it to be possible, and I want it to be fun. So once we have a kind of a feel for who's playing, I have a command that when you collect a certain thing, then you get to add it in, and we can go from there. So it should be fun. Let me make sure I have it right in my Nightbot commands. How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Too loud, too soft? Oh, it's funny. The shout out command is not SO, it is literally shout out. Here we go. We'll try it again. There we go. I feel like I'm going to change that to SO. Because I don't feel like I see it like that. I see SO. Who is them peoples? Who? Who's that? Hey, also, if you want a dog standee, here's one of the links to that. That's just an extra thing. All right, here this is set for it. I need to change, I need to reset the count. That's what I need to do. And I need to make it that it doesn't have a cooldown. Oh, it has to have a 5-second cooldown. Interesting. Okay, I think that should be good to go now. Sorry I didn't do this beforehand. Here we go. Yes. Keeps putting houses by mountains and rolling threes, says Claire. Claire. I love it. Dodgy shuffling. Very good. How's everyone doing? Have you played any good games lately? Any new games you've gotten in the mail or been playing, or playing on Board Game Arena or Tabletop Simulator? Or if you've been able to get a crew together? The guy with the mullet. So, I guess you can earn channel points now. It says I have infinity. Introducing channel points. How fun. Get started. Oh my goodness. All this is new. I can't get into this right now. Oh my goodness. You played a load of games today. And Peoples, any highlights you want to share? We recently, I got in the mail Guess Who. And I played that growing up. And my daughters, we played some Guess Who. We had a little Guess Who tournament a couple weeks ago. It was a fun little game to play. Played My City. I haven't played that yet, JoJo. I'll need to try that out. My City. Been on Roll and Write craze. We've been playing some of those. If you haven't played the Super Skill Pinball yet, I know. I am getting distracted. Just buzz it. You can just buzz it, Claire. Deadly Doodles. I need to try that one. I haven't tried that yet. If you haven't played Super Skill Pinball, it really is an excellent roll and write game. And it comes with 4 different tables. If you like pinball, it's perfect. If you don't like pinball, it's okay. It's still a great game. It really emulates pinball in a cool way. And it only uses 2 dice. And it comes with these little, like, it looks like a pinball that's been cut in half. So that's your little piece that you move around the table. Wow, it is great. It really is an excellent game. I haven't played Dinosaur Tea Party yet. Is it good? Looks cute. I've seen pictures of it. Great art on it. Crew, we're going to roll in just a few more minutes. If you don't have the sheet yet, here is the sheet for today. Room 2 is what we're playing. If you're just joining in and you missed room 1, it is okay. All you need to pick a character, and you need to grab this room for today. And we'll catch you up. You can, it is okay if you don't have one, but you need to choose a character, a rogue, a warrior, or a wizard. And Peebles, you've been playing the Ultra Dark 50 Clue series. Trails of Tucana. I saw you playing that the other day. Welcome to Las Vegas. I played the Welcome to, the first one. I love that. Roll for the Galaxy. Fun, fun, fun. Lots of dice rolling. Everdell, Belfair, and Disney Hocus Pocus. You have been playing a lot of good games. I don't know a couple of those. I don't know the Ultra Dark 50 Clue series. I'm curious what that is. I loved Race for the Galaxy. And I love dice, so I think Roll for the Galaxy would be a fun one. I've heard that Welcome to Las Vegas is more complicated than the original Welcome to. Oh my gosh, there's Dutch Yoda. Welcome, Raiders. Look at this raiding crew. Hello, hello. Thanks for the raid. Dutch Yoda. That's my first ever raid. Oh my gosh. Ambi, hello. Look at this. Hey, Raiders. Thanks for joining in. Oh, this feels like a moment. I need to save it, clip it. First ever raiding crew. Thank you, Dutch Yoda. What were y'all playing? I love your emoticons, your emojis. Hello. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Polly. We're getting ready to play this roll and write, free roll and write, Dice in the Darkness. I know, thank you. Ambi, I got to give you a shout out for, well, I can do all these shout outs. Look, shout out Dutch Yoda. I just learned about the shout out thing. Shout out to, I guess it would be Board Game Blitz, right? For you. Ambi does some puzzles on her stream, and one of her puzzles I got for my my partner for Christmas, and man, it is this magic puzzle company. I didn't think that puzzles could be innovated upon. You know, I thought a major thing growing up was when they did the 3D puzzles. That seemed like a big innovation. But this magic puzzle company, they have 3 puzzles that kind of have this legacy element to a puzzle and a surprise in each one. And uh, it was amazing. First of all, the art on it was amazing, but it really looked sweet. Oh, stop thief! Fun, fun, fun! And you lost. So sorry. Well, you know what, crew? We're getting ready to jump into some super dice here, some dice in the darkness. So let me go to the table here. Oh my gosh, I was amazed. We did the one with the flowers in the city. Top notch. But now the next 2 we really want to play. But if you're into puzzles at all, I know there's been a puzzle craze lately with the pandemic. These are, I think, my favorite puzzles I've seen. It is a lot of yellow. But then it adds this whole other thing too of like, where's Waldo? Of finding all these different things, like finding these different characters, finding bottles, or finding people that are hugging, or it really is a great thing. Hey, very good. Bubble Jeeple, very good. 60 seconds more. Just got home. That was a quick trip. Very good. Well, I've got a couple extra things here. Let's go to the table here, and I'm going to start explaining a little bit about the game. And we can get people clued in. Oh my gosh, this is great. Got the chat going. We're going to have a community goal tonight. This afternoon is where I am. I'm glad y'all were able to join in with the time change. I know, Mac, hugging. What's hugging? I know. It's pictures of these little stick figures hugging, and they're super cute on that. Well, Dutch Yoda, thank you. I'm so excited to be an affiliate now and learning the ropes of that. So we'll be adding in some emotes in the days ahead. Lurk away, Ambi. That's great. It's so good to see you all. Sounds unsanitary. It is. Hugging is unsanitary. I do when I see people, I do like this hug, you know? Like I show I want to hug, but I can't. I know. I think we'll do the Beluga Bliss. We'll do one of those there. I think we'll do one of the Dice in the Darkness heroes. Do you have a vote for one? I have a lean towards the Rogue. Did you know what this game was called originally? Many months ago, the playtest as we were playing, it originally was Rolling Rogues. We all were a rogue, and we were rolling through a dungeon together. It changed along the way. Landed on Dice in the Darkness. So I've got this rogue connection. Ooh, the dog. You're right. We should do the dog. So if you don't have the standee, this is just for funsies. But you get to, we got to do the dog. Yeah, we should do the dog. Did Claire say that? I missed it. Oh, she said it out loud. You're in the same room. Very good. We should do the dog. We should do the happy dog, not the sad dog. So you need to pick a character for this. This is my character from last week. We're working on week 2. That's it. The legendary Claire is here. People get pretty hype, Claire, when you're around. There's a lot of Claire excitement. So glad you're joining in. So I've got Axe Ama here, my warrior. Same wavelength. So if you are joining in, if you'll let me know so I can set our community goal, if you're playing along. It's okay if you're lurking or if you're just watching. It's awesome. So glad you're here. But I'm trying to get a feel for who is playing. So if you could give me like a, I don't know, like a thumbs up in the chat if you're playing. And then I can set our community goal, because if we meet our community goal, we're going to get an extra character tree, skill tree point for this play along. So I'm trying to add these in as a fun extra. So if you see my character, I've been working towards here on my battle axe. This week I'll get to expand a little bit. So I'll have some choices to unlock some things. That's great. Okay. 1, 2. Very good. We've got a good crew. Wizard Jeff. Very good. You are not holding anyone up. Hello, Chantel. So glad you're here. You're not holding anybody up. We're just chatting away. This is great. Okay, Jojo. Very good. I think we'll have about 5 or 6 playing along. So I think what we'll set our goal at, I think I can add it in. Text. I'm going to do it on the spot. Shouldn't do it. I'm going to do it. Oh dear. Giant 15. What am I doing? Here we go. All right. Sweet. All right. Our goal is to get 15. Where should I put it? How about that? Okay. So this will make sense as we get rolling here. But choose your character. I've got the warrior. And I just need to remember for this room that I have a flex ability. My wizard, I had unlocked another one along the way. But for me, I just have a flex for this room. This is not a battle room, so you don't need to worry about this. So all this stuff on your character sheet, you may be thinking, oh, there's all these things. All you need to worry about right now is just this ability here. So I have a special power use for this room. I have 1 use of it that I can change a die to a 5. So that's what I have for this go. Very good. How is the Hocus Pocus game? Do you like it? What a good movie. I usually only watch that at Halloween time, but it's worth watching at any time. Here we are looking at room 2. I gotta do our intro. Are you ready? Hopefully it plays correctly. We're getting into Dice in the Darkness. Here we go. All right, time for some story. Here we are in room 2. Are you ready? As you enter the room, it opens up into a large, sprawling space. It's a giant chasm. You can't be serious. That ogre battle might have lasted longer than you wanted, as there is no sign of your dog or that purple creature across the wide abyss. They must have already traversed it. Staring into its depths, your mind turns to thoughts of falling through the endless crater. You feel yourself drawn inexplicably closer to the edge, leaning further as the darkness reaches out to grab you. Tipping over further, you feel your weight shift. Gasping, you throw yourself back to safety at the last second. Hearing the small pieces of rock echo down the chasm, you know it could have easily been you. You decide it may be better to look up rather than down. You see a glowing door across the room, and that must be the exit. Thankfully, there are a variety of rock formations, platforms to make it across. Good thing you brought some rope. As you look closer, you see something sparkling. It's a gemstone cave. Gems of all different shapes and colors are hanging from the ceiling. Maybe you can grab some gems as you make your way to the exit. All right, we're looking here at room 2 for Dice in the Darkness. Let me add my character name up here. I am Ama. My class is a warrior. And in this room, I start with just one of these, depending on where you are. If you unlock that, Jojo, maybe I do. We did start playing some D&D and some Star Wars RPG a couple years ago, and that really got our crew, our game group, into some fun RPGs and one-shots. We have kind of a rotation, so we each take a turn being the DM or the person running the game. And I did the Star Wars one, which was a lot of fun. You know, the best one in our crew is my wife. She is stellar. So actually, she helped me. I had the intro story, and I was like, I need your help, and it was like really rough. You know, all the wrong tenses, and she was like, well, maybe you could. So really, she's the one doing the magic behind the scenes here. So we have some setup. I've got our rule sheet here, and you don't need to print it out right now, but for this room, here's part of this kind of legacy element in this, is that we have some setup. So check your character sheet and your upgrades. I have unlocked 2 strength. So my strength right now is 2. My dexterity is 0. My intelligence is 0. So here's the check for this room. So figure out what you have. For each category that you have at least 1 X, you gain the corresponding bonus. If you have an X, at least 1 X in strength, which I do, I have 2, I get a jump bonus. Now all this I'm going to explain in a sec, but we'll just get it set up. This is the jump bonus here. If you have at least 1 X in your dexterity, in this one, you get to have the grab bonus, so circle a hand. If you have at least 1 X in your intelligence, in that brain, you get the manipulate a die bonus, which is this die right here. And also, if you defeated the ogre in room 1, which I think almost everyone did here that's playing along, you gain a rope bonus. So you potentially could have all 4 bonuses if you were able to get one of your achievements and work your way ahead. But I'm starting with 2 bonuses, a rope bonus and a jump bonus. Okay. Real quick, check your achievements also. I have left squish 4 more spiderlings, which is not this room, and defeat 6 or more shroomers in a room, which is not this room either. That is coming up. But check yours. So you might have one that talks about collecting a certain type of gem. All right, crew, are we all right? So remind me of the community goal if I don't explain that. Also, help me remember at the end of our room, there's story at the end. I get so excited when we finish. I forgot on Thursday night to read the story at the end. So help me remember that as we go along here. But we're going to delve into some rules explanation here for room 2. So we are trying to make it from here, our start point, all the way to the end of this room here. If we do that, we'll get 10 bonus points. If you can see, it's a door. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and then that'll help, and I'll zoom out as we explain some more. We are swinging from platform to platform. Each platform is coordinated with a die number. And so you'll draw a straight line from one die that you're on to the next die. Now you can grab a ruler if you want, or you can grab like a card straight edge. Maybe I should get into that, reading bedtime stories. Or grab a straight edge. In all honesty, I just use a pen and I mark it the best I can. Now in playtesting last week, our final playtest for it, there was one where I was kind of bending it a good bit, and it was kind of like the wanted bullet, like I was bending it quite a bit. So do your best. You can check mine and do it straight. I like to do it just kind of freehand, but if you are very precise, you can use a ruler. Um, so what you're going to be doing is drawing a line from where you currently are to another die. And as you draw that line, if you draw across a gem anywhere touching that circle that a gem is in, then you collect that gem. You circle it and you mark it down here. You see there's a lot of different types of gems for us to collect along the way. There's your basic diamond gem, which is just worth 1 point. So as you collect those, you exit, and then at the end of the game, we'll see how far you made it, and you earn the furthest star that you made it. So the diamond gems, they're all worth 1. The purple amethyst style gems look like this. They're worth 2 for each one. The heart gems, which if you notice there are 2 on the map, 1 in each corner, they're worth 5 points each. It's a little blurry. I got a new webcam. I tried it and it almost broke my computer. The stream was like beep, bop, boop, bop, beep. I mean, you could see stuff really clearly on that, but everything else couldn't function. So it's just going to be a little blurry for right now. How are we doing? Doing the matrix bullet. That's right. It was like that. It was like that. Hey, Steph. What's up, friend? Hope you're doing all right. So glad you're able to join in. Glad you're well. Hope your headache went away from the other day. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? Palooza. They're so fun. I was joining in after on Thursday night. We rated them. And they're playing code names with all their folks, which I thought was so cool, so fun that they were doing that. But someone in the chat, no, this was on MP Bulls. Y'all were sharing the that YouTube video, and so I got to watch that, which was so sweet. And also, it was really fun to get to see people and to see to see y'all chatting, and I was like, that was a really cool thing. So shout out to Loozapalooza and all that they've done through this pandemic. All right, so we're talking about these different gems here. Steph played this. Steph did stellar. She beat me on Thursday. We didn't do as well as Danky Dunk did. With these topaz, the yellow gems, if you get pairs of them, they're 5 points for every pair that you get. If you get just one, guess what? You don't get any points for it. But when you get your second, then you get 5 points. If you get 3, guess how many points you get? Just 5 points. So you score as far along you made on that track. The green track here, the emeralds, this is you want to get a set of 3. If you get 3 of them, then you'll get 10 points for every set of 3. So if I were to get 2 of these emeralds, which I did on Thursday, I get 0 points for those emeralds. But as soon as I get to 3, I get 10 points. If I were to get 4 or 5, I still would only get 10 points. Once I get to 6, it's 20 points. Okay? And then the blue, the sapphire gems, they increase as you get more of them. So if I get just one, it's 1 point. 2, it's 3 points. If I get 3, it's 6 points. If I get all the way up to 5 of them, I get 15 points total for all of them. Yeah, Mac, she can tell you some strategies. So our community goal for today's playthrough is for us as a group to collect 15 sapphires. Now, as you can see, that's not going to always get you the most points, but for us as a community, if you're able to collect some sapphires along the way, it pushes us towards our community goal. If you do that, there's a command for it. It's command, or the exclamation point, gem, G-E-M. So as we do that, we will add those, and y'all, guess what I have? Some silliness. Are you ready? Every time we do one of those, we're going to add, very good, Jojo. That's it. Here we go. Boom. So we will add our little rogue. We'll be doing it. Also add another command, because right next to me here I have all the rooms. I have all 10 rooms over here. That's right, we're on our way. And I have a tendency to, as I talk about things coming up, I'll look at it and we have a count. Oh, that's okay, Jojo. Yeah, so Jojo, I'll reset it real quick, no worries. But if you see, here's the command. I'll do it again too. It's command gem. I'm glad you're testing it out. And that does our counter, okay? Hired. You're hired. No worries. Here, I've got the Nightbot pulled up right here. I can reset it, okay? So does that make sense? Any questions about how to do that? Very good. So we're reset on our gem count now. And but if you want to, when I look at the wall, I've set up a counter for the wall count. And we can have that rolling too. All right, so the way the gameplay works, thank you for your patience. We'll roll 2 dice. With one of the dice, we will advance up here. With the other die, we will move. Okay? The advanced tracks, this is kind of like the rogue room. The rogue is very good with dexterity, and so it majors on 1s and 2s. 1s are wild for odd, so a 1 can become a 3 or a 5. A 2 is wild for even. A 2 can become a 4 or a 6. So you choose 1 die to advance up here. So let's say it was a 5, then I would advance the 5 here, and you get whatever it is that you X'd there. The 5 cares about jumping, so that's how you get your jump unlocks. The 3 is for rope. The 4 is for the grab. The 6 is for the manipulating a die. Also, if you look at these tracks, as you go further along, you earn some gems, some diamond gems, which are just the 1-pointers. As you go further along, you even get the 2-pointer. And if you make it all the way to one of the end of these tracks, that's how you can get your 3rd heart gem, is by making it there. It's hard to do, but you can do it. But you have to work really hard to try to do it. So that's what you do with 1 die, is you advance one of those tracks. If you see the 1 is for a 3 or a 5 and the 2 is for a 4 or a 6. With the other die, this is how you get to move along on the map. You start on this one, and you connect to a die that matches that. The rules for movement are you are allowed to cross up to 2 grid lines. You notice it's a 7x7 grid. So if I had a 6 here, I could draw a straight line to any 6 that is within the zone of 2 grid lines. So that could potentially be, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Hopefully that's not too crazy for you. So I could go to this 6 up here and draw a straight line. I could go to this 6 here and draw a straight line because that's crossing 2 grid lines, up to 2. I could go, actually those are my 2 choices with a 6. But you see, that's where you have a choice of what do I advance and what do I use for the map. Like this 6 right here, if you notice, to get to that one I go 1, 2, 3 grid lines. So I couldn't do that. It's only up to 2 grid lines. Now if it was just 1 grid line away, like say this was a 3, I could go to here, to that 3, I could go up to this 3, or I could go up to this 3, or I could go all the way over to this 3. Now here's the trick. Any gems that you cross over, if you even just barely even touch the circle, it counts as grabbing that gem. So that move of this 3, I could draw it and I could get both the yellow gem and the green gem. So that seems like a pretty sweet play. Good question. Yes, Jojo and Mac. If you cross over a diagonal, that counts as 2 grid lines. Even if you do it exactly to where it looks like it's just 1, if it's a corner, it counts as 2 grid lines. So it ends up being that you can go, it looks kind of like a plus sign, kind of, yes. So that's how far you're allowed to go. You also can go to the same one. Say I did a 5, and I was on this 3, then I could go to this 5. You can go to the same grid square you're in, but it's just how far, it's like how long your rope is. It can only go up to 2 grid lines you can cross. Also, when drawing the line, you can draw it from any place from the die that you're on and connect it to any part of the die that you're going to. So it's not just like exactly from the middle of the die. Like I could try to work it so it's like from this corner of this die and it's all the way to like this corner of that 3. However, it's going to make it for you to do that. So if it is helpful to grab a straight edge and do that, you can. I found that you can just do it. At least for me, I'm able to do it without that. So if you notice on the map, all the die numbers out there are 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's where a 1 is wild for a 3 and a 5, and a 2 is wild for a 4 and a 6. Cool? Also, I didn't say this, there's a bone hidden. Well, not really hidden. There's a bone in each level, in each room. And here it is. This is how you get the hidden bone. The bone is worth 2 points in this room, and it's an unlock for our character. It just gives you at the very, very end of our game, our campaign score, you get 1 point for every bone that you find in the dungeon, which is a nice extra prize for your dog if you rescue your dog. All right, how are we? Any questions about that? Does that make sense? If you're able to make it to the end here, it's 10 points if you make it to the end. That's the goal. That's really, if you want to try to get a high score, that's how you do it. Let me explain these bonuses, and then I think we'll be ready to roll. The bonuses. The rope is one of my favorite bonuses because for each rope that you spend, I have a rope right now, but to spend it, I would exit off. It lets me go 1 extra grid line. So say I had that roll of a 6 earlier, I only had 2 options, or I could spend that rope, exit off, and I could go across 3 grid lines. So I could go to this 6 or all the way to this 6. That really, you can traverse the map in really extravagant ways when you have rope. And you can spend multiple rope in a turn. Say I had 3 rope, I could spend all 3, and then that would let me cross up to 5 grid lines. So if you're like, oh, I can't make it to the end, having a couple rope can be really helpful. Yes. Thank you, Mac. In the first room, you could kill or knock out the ogre or not. And you still advance either way. In this room, if you make it to the end, you're dead. You're not allowed on the stream anymore, and that's it. That's actually no, of course not. you get to keep playing. It's strongly encouraged for you to make it to the end because you get 10 bonus points. But if you don't make it to the end and you're just hanging doing other stuff, it's fine. It's just that you're getting like a bonus for sounds reasonable. Sounds reasonable. It's like a Hunger Games, like a Battle Royale Twitch channel. And so actually we're cutting. It's if you don't get a certain score, that's it. You're done. It's been a fun run. We'll see ya. That's isn't that how Twitch streams are supposed to run? Am I doing it wrong? Wait, you're supposed to include people, not exclude people? I don't know. I don't know. The bands are going to be all the bands coming. Beluga Bliss bands. So first one there gets to kick other players back. That's it. In all honesty, I'm working on this is I'm working on a rip and write game. Roll and write ripping game that is a battle royale last person standing game. It's I tried it with our play group, our Zoom playtest crew, and it was like a proof of concept, and I think it's worth delving deeper into. So I have a ripped up paper across the room here of like proof of concept that yeah, maybe we can have an extra in Dice in the Darkness. Really, you have to be in the same room, so I guess it would be M. Peebles and Claire. Whoever gets the higher score, you get to rip the other player's paper today and just really rub it in. That's whose bones we're grabbing. I know, right? No. Okay, so try to make it to the end. 10-point bonus. I know it's kind of linear, so it is pointing you towards that. It is possible. Should I talk strategy? Is that okay? We get a one-time shot at this in your first play. It's your first time ever playing. You are able to, with upgrades, make it from one heart gem to the other heart gem and the exit if the rolls go right and you have enough rope. But I have seen that you can do that. Hey, we're talking upgrades. So the rope, the grab lets you, within a certain grid square, grab the gem that is in that same grid square that you are currently in. So let's say I move to this 5 right off the bat. You know, I don't want to backtrack and go to that 3 to try to grab that, but I have a grab. You can spend it, and it's like you're like leaning off the die to grab that gem, and you just circle it. You don't draw a line to it or anything. It's just that your character like leaned and like grabbed it while still standing on that. It's pretty handy. It can really come in handy. Does that make sense, the grab? The jump is somewhat similar, but has a little twist on that idea. It lets you draw an extra line to the other die that's in your current grid square. Within each grid square there are 2 dice. So if I say I went to that 5 and I do have a jump, I could spend that jump, and this is where I draw an extra line from that 5 to the other die in that area, and then sometimes when you do that you're able to grab the gem. A lot of times you can. It also can help set up, you can spend these at any point in a turn. So say you roll and then you can kind of see what you're doing. You know, I'm going to spend my jump so I can get a better angle. I'll jump to here and then I can shoot up in a different way. Cool. That's within the same grid square, the grab and the jump. If you're like, hey, I'm swinging along, I've got a super long, yep, you're good, Mac. The rope bonus is lets you cross 1 extra grid line for that move, for each rope that you spend. For the grab, if you're like, hey, I've got this super long swing and I'm crossing over several grids as I go, can I spend a grab mid-swing? The answer is no. Don't even think about it. Huge mistake. You're swinging. You can't, you're going to fall. First you got to land and then you can grab. All right, it's when you're standing on a platform that you just grab. All right, this last one, the manipulated die. Squirrel. The manipulated die lets you change one of the dice that were rolled to any number that you want. This replaces that die. It's not like an extra that you get to do it. So this really helps you get set up for that perfect thing. Because I found that towards the end of it, you're like, gosh, I really need this number. And sometimes it rolls that way and sometimes it doesn't. And that helps you get there. Where? Says Jay. Wait a minute. I do think this might help for a room in the future. Let me see. What is it? Next week's room, I think, has a lot of good surprises for us. And I think you're really gonna like next week's room. That has some spiders along the way. Oh my gosh, hashtag game. Promise I'll pay more attention from now on. Hashtag, or you'll be the one kicked off Mac and we'll use your bones. Oh no, Jojo. Oh, I forgot to set the wall counter. It's fine. Okay, so, and let me say this, that's all the rules. Are we okay? So it's a shorter game. It's only 15 rolls for this go. And if you look, I set the community goal at 15. So if you get a sapphire, one of the blue gems, you can do the command gem, and I will have our little rogue swing across it. And if we get 15 at the end of this room, we will get an extra character skill point. All right, are we okay? Okay, I think we're ready to play. I appreciate y'all hanging in there. It is, wow, this has been so much fun. So this is the first roll. We're gonna do it. Roll 1 of room 2 is a 2 and a 4. And I'll talk through my stuff here. Tell me if my pace is too fast. We can slow down. All right, 2 and a 4. Let's see. So the 2 is a wild for 4s and 6s, which is sweet. Let's see. The 4 has some potential here. That 6 up here. I do want to grab a couple sapphires along the way. I think I'm going to use the 2 down here as a wild. So that would put me up here with this 4. So I'll put the 4 here, and that gives me a grab. I do like having the bonuses. And the 2, well, I'm going to go to the 6 here. So you see I draw a straight line from the die that I'm on up to the 6. And I crossed over that. So it earns me this gem down here. Now, I didn't explain this, but it was kind of assumed. Now I move from this where I am currently. That's where my next roll will go. So I have a grab. I could grab this diamond. I'm going to save the grab for a gem that is probably worth more points than that. I could jump to the 3. I think I could go from that corner to that corner, and it would just barely snag that diamond. I'm going to save it still. I'm glad that I have some rope. How are we? Make sense? If you notice, there are only 5 sapphire gems, and they are right in the middle here, in the middle area. I'm going to go for them. Here we go. Roll 2. All good. Yes, all good. Roll 2 is a 1 and a 6. 1 and a 6. I do like trying to max out one of the advanced tracks. That does help get you some points. I got another 6. You know, I like this. I'm going to use the 1 up here. I didn't have much rope last time. I still got a decent score. But I like the rope a lot. It really makes me feel, I don't know, powerful. It makes me feel good to be able to swing really far. So I'll use this 1. It's a wild for the 3 or the 5, so I'll use it to grab a rope. And the 6 is sweet because I'm going to be able to snag 2 gems. Let's see if I can draw a line. All right, so I'll get a diamond and an emerald. All right. I like that one. I'm like, I forgot a really important rule. There's 2 of them. You may cross over a previously drawn line. So like you can go up and down and around, back over a line that you've drawn. You may not go to a previously marked die. So I can't end up going back to this 6 or this 6 since I'm on it at any point in the game. Also, as you draw lines, you may draw over a die that you're not going to. Thank you, Mac. Yes. You may go through another die on the way to another die, but once you do that, you cannot ever go back to a die that has been marked. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you can cross over a previously marked line. You cannot go back to a die that has ever been marked on. Got it. All right. Roll 3, crew. Roll 3 is a 1 and a 4. I like 1s. Ooh, this is good. This is good. I'm going to use the 1 up here, and that gets me a diamond. And I'll use the 4 down here for my map. I'm going to go down here and get a gem. All right, Claire. I'm about to add one in too. So let's see. I'm only crossing 2 lines for this. All right. Woohoo! Oh, here we go. Claire, way to go. Well done. Here's my gem. We have 2 gems. JoJo got one too. I put it at the lowest timer, so it's a 5-second cooldown. That was for you, JoJo. Here we go. All right, so we've collected 3 sapphire gems. Is that enough cooldown? There we go. We're on our way. Well done. Well done, team. Are we up? That one was a repeat. Yeah, there we go. Are we good? Roll 4 is a 1 and a 5. Jay, look at you. We're doing it. We're doing it. Well, you'll never guess what I want to do with this 1. Get some more rope. I'm not even going to use it. I'm collecting it. I'm not even going to use it, am I? We're going to go with it. I think I'm going to go down to this heart gem. This is going to be quite a move. So I'll put the 1 here. That gives me a rope. Oh my gosh! Here you go, M-Peoples. Oh my gosh. Here you go, Chantel. Y'all are on it. Way to go. With the 5, I'm going to spend my first rope. And ooh. Gotta turn mine a little bit. I think I can just, yep, I can get this diamond. So I'm crossing 1, 2, 3 lines, so I need to spend a rope. I had to turn it sideways to see it clearly. That gives me a diamond. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend my grab and snag this heart gem. See how the grab works. Look at y'all. We already have 6. We're almost there. So what am I trying to do? I have 1 emerald. I ended up getting 2 last time and not getting the 3rd one, and that felt really bad. So I do want to try to snag this one. I think I'll make my way back up. I could snag potentially a couple more sapphires and go back to that heart. So I crossed 3 grid lines, so you're allowed to cross up to 2 without anything. And then I spent 1 to cross an extra, right? 1, oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right. Thank you, Mac. I got so excited. Yep, I spent the other one. Thank you. So I went, you're right. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I did the very thing that I said not to do. You're right. I went through that corner, so I counted it wrong. Thank you. Good catch. I almost got away with cheating. Are you an accountant for real? Or are you just good at keeping up with those things? I'm impressed. All right, roll 5. Are we all right, crew? Are you? Very good. All right. You're great. All right, a 1 and a 6. So, what can I do? I'm thinking about, yeah, I can do this. All right, I'm going to use the 6 up here to snag that manipulated die. I want to hang on to one of those. Oh, I have also, I can flex at any point because I'm the warrior. I have 1 use of that. So don't forget your special power use. You have 1 or potentially 2 if you unlocked it last time. That I can change a die to a 5 at any point. That'll be handy. May I not forget. And then I have a 1. I'm going to go up with this 1. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go up to this 5. 1, 2. I cross 2 lines. That gives me an emerald. This is going all right. Got my dog Bella here. Picture of her to remember her. I would love a 4 in this next roll. That would give me a sapphire. Or even a 6. A 6 would be fine. All right, roll 6. Here we go. We have a 2 and a 5. Roll 6 is a 2 and a 5. Well, the 2 is a wild. Let me see all my options. I could swing up to this 5. Yeah, that's not great. What other 5? I could go to this 5. I think I'm going to snag a sapphire. So I'll use the 5 up here to advance. Gives me 1 jump. Pardon me. Then I'll use this 2 to go to this 4. Can I do it? Yeah, we got it. All right. Now it's time for... Oh, Jojo, good job. Nice. Tell me when this sound effect gets too annoying. Then I can do it just 20 more times. Don't worry. All right, I'm going to add mine. Here we go. We're at 8 gems now. Oh my gosh. This is great. Use the jump to get the heart. J Varga, do it one more time. Good, good, good. That's great, Chantel. I don't know how to change the... It has a setting in Nightbot that it has to be at least a 5-second cooldown. Give it one more try there on gem, and then we can... Here's for you. So we're doing great. All right, all right, all right. All right, here's roll 7 for us. Twitch don't like you. Try it one more time, Jay. Do another. There you go. There you go. I'll give you another here. Boom. 5 and a 5. Well, definitely not flexing. Oh, interesting. I see. I see. Oh, man. All the settings. So, I have manipulated die, which I could use. I think I want to go to the 6 here. I think I can make it work. I'm going to get all the sapphires this round and see how that goes. So I'm going to manipulate. Well, first I'll use a 5, and I'll get this diamond on my track. And I'm going to use my manipulated die to change that 5 into a 6. Oh, man. Watch me. Make sure I don't cheat. I'm going to try to draw a straight line from this 4 to the corner of this 6. And I think yeah. Ooh, that was close. Good job, Peebles. Oh my gosh, we're going to get there. We're getting there. Wow. On our way. That was good. That was a good turn. I need to add our gem too. Here we go. Boom. We're at 12. We're at 12. Okay. This is looking good because I think I can snag this emerald and that sapphire and work my way up to this heart, and then I could come back down to this sapphire and try to snag the bone in the end. Also, just a rules clarification. If the bone, the angle can be kind of hard to snag it in the end, because if you're at the 6, you're just making it to the, into your last roll, you'll go there. If you have a grab, if you have one of the hands left, and if you make it to the end, you can grab it in that last turn since it's within that same square. Make sense? Does it make all the sense? Roll 8. Here we go, team. 1 and a 4 for roll 8. 1 and a 4. Yep, Chantel, you can use all the bonuses you want on a turn. You could use multiple rope, you could jump and grab, or you could, use all the bonuses you'd like. So 1 and a 4. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a heart gem by maxing out a track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would need to really focus on that. I think it might be time to flex. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So all the bonuses here. But the first thing I'm going to do is use the 1 for that top track and to get another diamond. Now, I have a one-time use ability for my flex. So I'm going to spend it here. And I'm going to change that 4 into a 5. I'm going to go ahead and, it's a 4 for everybody, but I'm just going to do that for me. And so I'm going to jump first to go up to this 3. And now I have a really good lineup. So I'm going to go from this 3 to that 5. It gives me an emerald and another sapphire. Are we doing it? Oh my gosh, Claire and Jay got it. Way to go. Thank you. There we go. 5-second cooldown. I hate it. I hate it. And I've got one too. And is that, did we get there? We got there. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Community, you did great. Oh my goodness. So help me remember that at the end, when we total up our scores, we will get 1 additional character skill point when we get to do all that jazz. Chantel, still going. Way to go. Way to go. If I had emotes, we would be spamming all the emotes. It would be wild. Okay, so I do want to snag another rope because I think that'll help me go the distance here. But a next roll, a 3 would be stellar because that would snag me 2 gems along the way. So I really want a 3 and a 3. I would like double 3s. Yeah! Squiffy! That's it, Jay. Okay, roll 9. A 2 and a 2. Not what I was looking for, but that's okay. So it's really like wild evens for this round. Look at this guy. Look at that. That's great. Is that Walker, Texas Ranger? What is that little guy? Is he holding a die or cards? He's shuffling cards? Whatever it is, I love it. So I'm going to do the manipulated die one down here. I don't get the bonus yet, but I'm working towards that. And then with the other 2, what are my choices? I could go to this 4. It's not great. I could go to this 4. I could go to this 6. I think that gets me that gem. I think that's my best bet right now. Yeah. I do want to keep pushing up to that heart gem. Is it Chuck Norris? It is the Chuck Norris. The shuffling machine. Are y'all into all those Chuck Norris jokes? I love them all. The finest card shuffler of our generation. Is it true? I've never seen him shuffle cards. I'm sure he has at some point. That guy gets me one of those amethyst. So I would love a 4. And that lets me, I could go to the 6. I could go to the 4 and spend a jump. I do really need that though. I am relying on the dice right now because I spent my manipulated die. There's the joke, Mac. That's what it is. You don't even know he did it. Chuck Norris doesn't shuffle cards. Chuck Norris just looks at the cards and they shuffle themselves. Precisely. Or he's such a good card shuffler, you didn't even know he did it. Oh, we got a 2. Roll 10 is a 2 and a 3. That is exactly what we need. The 3 is perfect for me. Keeping with my rope strategy. Put that up there. And the 2 is perfection. Does the 2 fit? Does the shoe fit? Does the 2 make it there? I think it's close. I just want to, yeah, that hits that. I'm going to do it. So this 6 would connect to that 6. I promise. I checked the math. I checked the line. That was good. So now for the last rolls here, we're 2/3 through the game. For the last 5 rolls, I would really like to make it to this sapphire and get the bone and and finish this track. That's it, you know. I just want every single thing to go right for me in these last rolls, okay? We can do it. We can do it. Roll 11 is a 4 and a 6. I am going, gosh, that 6 is sweet though. I would get 2 gems along the way. I think we need to do it. So I'll do the 4 up here. That gets me just a straight up diamond. And then that 6, I'll go from my current 6 to this other 6. Oh dear. And that gets me 2 gems as I go along. JoJo! Well done. I think I'm going to have one of those little animations every time now. Or whatever the art is for it. Put in the survey. We'll have a survey in just a little bit. Put in the survey if you hate it. so I know not to do it again. All right, I did the 6 down here, I did the 4 up top. This is great, we're on our way. I'm glad it worked with the time change for y'all to still join in. I was worried about that. I'm used to time change for where I am, but I didn't think about for around the world for folks to join in. So I'm glad that worked out. 2 and a 6. I'll use the 6 up here to get a manipulated die. It's official that I can no longer get the last heart gem. That is okay though. And with this 2 down here, ooh, it's very, very close. I don't think I can get it. But I could use a rope. Yeah, I'm gonna use a rope to get there. So I'll spend this rope so I can cross 1 extra. And I'll go like this. So that's 1, 2, 3 that I'm crossing. I got the last gem! Woo! How many are we gonna get? Wow. 28th for y'all for the change. Wow. I am fascinated by all of that. How we still do it. Certain areas where it is. It still confuses me. I still can't say it the right way. We did the spring forward, so we lost an hour. Can you double back and cross your line? Yes, Chantel, you may. Yep. So, like say I wanted to go down here and I had enough to do that, I could cross my previously marked line. Just be careful you can't go to any platform that has been marked, though. You know, we have 2 daughters, and my favorite day of the year, pre-kids, was where we gained an hour. It was this magical day where you got to sleep in an extra hour, and it was just amazing. And then that day you kept looking at the clock and be like, oh my gosh, it's only this time, and you got to sleep in. It was glorious. And then with kids, they don't follow that time, so then they're waking up just an hour earlier than normal. So you're getting up instead of at 6 a.m. at 5 a.m. or instead of 5 a.m. at 4 a.m. And it went from literally the best day of the year to the worst day of the year in just an instant. And I was like, how did this happen? So this is the better of those days. That's it. That's it. That's it, peoples. You got it. All right, roll 13. So I do need to line myself up just right here because I only have a jump and a manipulated die left. So 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6 for roll 13. You know, I'm worried about the bone. So I'm going to use the, well, yeah, I am. I'm going to use the 4 up here to snag that grab. So I'm guaranteed to grab that bone in the end, just in case. With this 6, I could go here. Oh, I don't have any more rope. It's looking like I'm going down to here. These emeralds really are not very valuable to me anymore. Oh no, there's 2 rolls left. We're okay. Yeah, I'll go down to this 6. That gives me a diamond. I've got a lot of diamonds this round. Yeah, that's right. Okay, roll 14. We're coming up on the close here. Can you believe that? Roll 14 is a 2 and a 2. This is, you know, I was trying to max out on that 1 track, and I not even close with these rolls this way. So I think I'll use 1 down here to get another point. Will Cook, what's up? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining in. You're right on time. So with this other 2, where am I going to get some points? I don't know if I have to make it out. Yeah, I'm glad I snagged that grab. Oh, you know, I have a manipulated die. I'm going to use that this turn. I think I'm going to use it for this 3, because that'll get me 2 points. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll manipulate this die, change it into a 3. That gives me a purple. And then, no matter what the die roll is, I'll get out, and then I'll use the grab for the bone. Kind of anticlimactic ending. Here we are. Well, Cook, so glad you're here. Roll 15. You're going to get to see the exciting conclusion. What will happen? 3 and a 4. What's going to get me a point? I'll use the 4 here and get a diamond gem. And then with the 3, I'm going to make it to the exit, and I will grab that bone. I got the bone. We made it. We made it. All right. That looks cool. Look at that. It's like a weird connect the dots. What if it like made like a dinosaur or something? Look at this. You got the bone and made it to the end. Excellent. All right, I'm going to total up my score. I did not get any yellows. Did y'all make it? Make it out. I got 3 green. That gives me 10 points. I got 4 of those, so I scored the furthest mark. It's 8 points. I can't believe I got all the sapphire. We really did amazing on that. Yay! All right, Claire and then Peebles will see whose paper is going to get ripped. I don't know. Pressure's on. Is anyone else playing in the same space? Diamonds, 12 points for that. The bone, I get 2 points. I made it out. That's 10 points. Never do math on stream. Pulling out the calculator. Curious what the high score will be today. This was good. This was a good score. I did better than last time. 67 is my high score for this room. Claire, all right, 45. Yes, we got it, Steph. It was a little different. We had a few more folks playing, and it was supposed to be sapphires first. Last time we changed them to heart gems because we had just a couple folks playing. But this time we did sapphire gems, and we got there. Yeah. All right, good scores, crew. 45, 61, 59. So if you have your character sheet, this is where you can write your score in here. So I'm going to write in 67. I'm going to use this to have it all match. Good job, Chantel. Mac, 70. 70 might be the high score. Nope, that's good. You can get 70. Someone got 77 last time, which is, wow. If the dice go your way, you can get a high score. That's impressive. So let me show you this. Here's the end score. This is where you'll put your campaign score up here, which we'll convert in just a second. But this is where you put the room score. So let's check the thresholds. If you got 1 to 50, your campaign score is 3 points. So you'll write 3 in that spot. And then if you scored 51 to 64, you get 4 campaign points. Jay, it's okay. 37, no worries, buddy. You get good news. You get 3 campaign points, and you all worked so hard to get the community goal. We all get an extra bonus, which I don't know how to mark that, which we're going to figure out here. If you scored 75 or more, you get 5 points. Convenient, this guy. I had a couple of these papers over here to the side with all different scores, and then whatever score I got, I just grab that one so that I get 5 points. Really, that's what it is. This guy. Who's this guy? All right. So I'm going to put a 5 here. And let's do this. My buddy Evan, who playtests with, he had the idea about a community score. So I didn't have that idea when I put this character sheet together. So there's no place to mark it. But let's do this. I'm going to put a star in the corner, just as a fun way to show that I got that community score. And then at the end of this whole thing, there'll be some updating for it, so I can update the character sheets to include some sort of community score. Jay, you're good, man. I'm just glad you're here. Are you not feeling well? People are worried about you. Pretend to be like Mac now. Mac, pulling out the accountant skills here. Peoples, please don't rip Claire's paper. That was a joke. If she's crying, please don't. Man with beard blindness. All right, so I'm going to mark my skill tree. So for this round, I was able to get 5 points from the campaign. And don't forget, everybody who's playing right now, even on YouTube replay, if you're playing, add 1 to your campaign score also. So I'm going to get to add 6 here. For 61 points, you get 4 points. And Peoples, yep. So the threshold for this room is 1 to 50 is 3 campaign points. 51 to 64 is 4 campaign points. And 65 or more is 5 campaign points. The high score for this room that I've seen so far is 77, which is amazing. I think last time I had 54 points. Also, this room tends towards the rogue also. So the rogue, I think... Oh, cool. Is that what your thing says? I'm sorry, I don't have the others in front of me. Stack of papers. You know, I'm not playing as the rogue, so their achievements are not in my head right now. I'm pretty sure you're right. Does it say collect a heart gem? And now the time of the stream where Joe shuffles through random papers. Yep. If you are a rogue and you did it, it says find a heart gem in the chasm. This is the only chasm. So goodness gracious, I hope you found that heart gem. Yep, so Jojo, that's right. So if you unlock an achievement right there on the spot, you get 1 time, you get 3 extra skill tree points. Very good. Yep, so I need to think about this. So I definitely get 1, and I am going to upgrade. I want to get some smarts, street smarts. I need to have a little bit more intelligence. I have 5 more to spend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The warrior, it takes a while for him to be able to get to these upgrades, eh? But what do I want to go for? I could try to pump it up. Pumped up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to go towards B1. I also could spread out and just get 2 upgrades. I think I might do that. Y'all are a pair, Steph and Mac. Perfect rogue. It's like the rogue twins. I think I might spread and be able to get 2 upgrades. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gets me 2 upgrades. I'll do 1 more intelligence. I don't know. I think I will keep upgrading my strength. So now I have 3 strength and 2 intelligence. No dexterity. Stumbling all over the place. And the next round, hopefully, I can get an achievement and get to this B1. And I would love to stretch down and get the hands there. That lets me get 1 more special power use per room. Correct, Mac. Yep, so everyone gets 1 extra skill tree. So I spent 6. So I got 1 here, and I did 5 more. Team Rogue forever. Rogues for life. We got some story. I feel like I want like a scroll, like a Star Wars scrolling screen or dramatic. I need some background music. In celebration, there's our rogue. Oh, the bone. Don't forget to mark your bone if you got it. I am 2 for 2 on the bone. I'm worried there will be a time that I don't get the bone. And I think I'm just going to quit. I think it'll just be done. It's like, why even go on anymore? Will my dog even like me if I just have 9 bones? All right, here's our story. Here we go. Hooray! Gems! As you're counting your gems, you hear screams echoing through the tunnel ahead. Who could that be? Is there someone else down here? Screams? Screams of happiness? Seems unlikely as you look down the stairwell and see white, shiny, silky strands hanging from the ceiling. Spider webs. Ugh, you hate spiders. You begrudgingly run down the stairs, motivated only by the love for your dog. Tune in next week for the spider web rescue. Oh no, are you really, Mac? Arachnophobia. Well, they're cartoony. I got bad news, buddy. look at your character sheet and look at room 3 and 4. We'll see. Don't worry, it's okay. Cartoony. Well, I've got really good news for everyone. Do you know what it's time for? It's time for my favorite time of the whole stream. Do you know what it's time for? It's time for a survey! Oh man, here we are. Time for a survey. Yeah. So, I would love... It looks good. 3's all set for next week, room 3. Listen, this survey is totally optional, so please don't feel any pressure. It doesn't ask for any information. You don't need to put in an email or anything like that. Really, the survey is just so I can make the game better. So it's just going to ask you what room you played, what character you were, what your score was. I played Stonemeyer Games Tapestry, and you can log your score and who you were playing as, what leader you were, and they come out with updates. So, I'm a one-person operation here running this guy, and would just love any input for what your score was. Maybe one of the characters we realize is really underpowered and then can upgrade that at the end of our run. Maybe you played a room and you hated it, and I would love to know that. Just because I may think something is really interesting and you may say, you know what, this just wasn't my jam. And I would love to hear that input. Also, here's the thing. You don't have to fill out any of the other stuff in the survey if you don't want to. But if you want to, I really did it this time. In room 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Room 5 coming up. There are a lot of gnomes and shroomers. Thanks, Peebles. Man, there are a lot of gnomes and shroomers, and you can name one of the gnomes, the good guys, or you can name one of the shroomers, the bad guys. And listen, if you filled out the survey last week, say no to gnomes. If you filled out a survey last week and you chose a name, you can fill out another survey and choose another name. And the name could be fun, it could be silly, it could be your name, it could be someone else's name, it could be your Twitch name. But I'll just put those along, and then when that room comes out, it's like interacting, like you're a part of this. You did things. Yes, that Mac, that's a really good gnome name. The punnier the names, the better, in my mind. Chantel names all the bad guys Mac. How come all these Schumer's are named Mac? I don't know. I just go with what the survey says. That's what the survey said. Crew, this has been a delight. So listen, we're going to be back next week for the same bat time, same bat channel, same dice time, same dice channel, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Room 3 for the spiders. I have it sitting right next to me. I want to show it to you, but I can't spoil a thing. Don't worry. It's very colorful. It's very fun. It's very sweet. And there may be some new animations. So let me do my quick little Schumer names for 15 points. Nope, it's not a battle room. Battle room is coming up in room 4. Spoilers. Spoilers. Yes. Room 6, if you fill out the survey, it actually has the name of the rooms in there. So room 6 is an imposter room. Thank you, Jojo. Yeah, I'm curious about these emotes, so I'm going to take a deep dive. Y'all are awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me do my quick plug for Games for Good, hashtag Games for Good. These games are free, and pandemic is hard for so many. So this has been a really great outlet for me, creative outlet. That's what started it, making a bunch of these free roll and write games. And shout out to Peebles and Peebles for playing them. That was a highlight of last year for me, getting to see folks playing a game I made. And so that's what led me to this point, to do Dice in the Darkness and to stream. And we're all in it together. So that's part of this is just Games for Good. If you're able to support your local food bank, this is an area here where I am in Forsyth County, Forsyth Backpack Program. It's to help feed kids that are on free or reduced lunch, that they don't have that on the weekend, so then they go home with a backpack full of food. So if you're able to support that, feel free to. There's the info there. So this has been a delight. I'm so happy about the chat. I'm still learning where to point. Oh my goodness. Want to give your speech now, Mac? Does Mac have a speech? No spoilers. Good, Claire. Sorry. Nope. Don't talk about the spoilers. Good, good, good. Thanks for joining. Do you know, I think at the end of this, I'm excited. It's fun to do the week-to-week thing and kind of see it unfold. And in all honesty, some of the rooms, they're set, like, they've been set. Like, this room has been set for a while. But some of them are still, like, developing. So it's kind of fun to be, like, working on it as we go. That's right. The first rule of Spoiler Club is not to talk about Spoiler Club. But it's fun to see it unfurl. But I'm excited for at the end of this, I think I'd like to do like a marathon stream. And Peebles, man, thank you, buddy. One day, there will be a day. There will be a day where we'll all get to go to a convention and we can meet up and play a game together. I think that would be a blast. It may not be this year, but at some point in the future, when the world's in a better place, we can gather and play a good game and have a good time. Peebles Con. Oh my gosh. Is that a thing? I'm just getting brought into the Peebles Con idea. And I love it. I think it's a great idea. Oh my gosh. How fun. Yes, on Monday. On Monday. Come on, make the trip. Make that super safe airplane trip, right? Mask up. Oh, it's been a year. Can you believe it? At least where I am, we're coming up on 1 year, the 1-year anniversary of all these things, of shelter in place. It's kind of unreal thinking about where we've been over the past year. Some of that's helpful to unpack and to think, like, to process, where we've been over the past year. Some of it, you know, it's just like I got to turn the page on some of that stuff too. It's been a year. It's been a year. Chuck Norris. Me oh my. This has been a delight. You know, I'm going to do the thing too. We're going to raid someone here in just a few minutes. Is he a gamer? He might be a gamer. He very well may be. I can't believe we got our goal. I'm really happy about that. We were really close. Like we were right. We almost got it on Thursday. We got our first sub, got our first raid from Dutch Yoda. Oh my gosh, Rodeo Con. Claire, you're so kind. Thank you. Will Cook, this has been the best year in a long time for me. That's right. You know, it's really, it's kind of like that thing, you know, where we kind of joined together going through a tough thing together. So hang in there. That's right. This has been, it's really cool. This Twitch community. A lot of folks that were groundbreaking, starting it early, doing it when no one else was doing it like this. So how cool, how cool, how cool. Oh, Ambi is streaming, so I'll send you over to Ambi in just a few minutes here. It's funny, this room was a little faster, wasn't it? This room was a little faster. I do like it. It kind of stretches on the it's spatial, you know. It's less of like X this, X this. It's like, oh, how am I gonna actually move from this zone to the next zone? Mac, have a great walk. Y'all take care. This has been a delight. All right, this has been so much fun. I'm going to start a raid, and we'll be back next week. It looks like Ambi's doing some puzzling. Give her a hello. I get the emote now with Chuck. I think that's great. Y'all have been a delight. Thanks so much for joining in. Have a great start to your week, a great rest of your Sunday. We're going to raid. I'm going to close this out here. All right, crew.